If your brain feels like it never shuts off, even when you're sitting still, even when you're with your kids, I want to show you something today that can interrupt that feeling in about 3 minutes. Not a new system, not another app, just one simple reset that works because of how your brain actually functions and not against it. Stay with me, because this is one that I wish somebody had shown me years ago. I want to tell you something I don't talk about enough. I tried everything to get my life under control. I organized every room in my house. I bought the planner. I actually bought several planners. I tried time blocking, every scheduling hack, apps to track my to-dos, and every single time, it felt like a square peg in a round hole. So I did what a lot of us do when nothing works. I turned it back on myself. I thought something was wrong with me. I was so frustrated and so fed up, genuinely hard on myself in ways that I'm not proud of. And then I stumbled on something so simple and so flexible that it actually worked. I could go full color code and get super organized with it, or I could go fast and messy, down and dirty. And either way, within minutes, I felt calmer, more in control, and that showed up in how I showed up for my kids. More patient, more present, more me. And that's what I want to give you today. Here's what I want you to do right now, if you can. Pause the video, go grab a piece of paper and pen. Not on your phone, not your notes app, actual paper. I'll tell you why in a second. Stay with me. Now I want you to set a timer for 90 seconds and write down every single thing that is taking up space in your head right now. Everything. Work things, kid things, that permission slip that you haven't signed yet, the bill you haven't paid, the text you forgot to return, and the thing maybe you're worried the most about, or something that's nagging you, that's keeping you up at 11 p.m. and it's running in the back of your mind. Everything. Don't organize it. Don't prioritize it just yet. Just get it out. Now here's the thing about your brain that nobody in the productivity world is really talking about. Your brain is not a storage system. Oh, surprise. That was always my big blocker. But your brain is not a storage system. It was never designed to hold everything that you're asking it to hold. When you keep mental lists, and we all do constantly, your brain treats every unfinished item as an open loop. And open loops create noise in your brain. That noise is what survival mode feeds on. There's actually science behind what just happened when you wrote those things down. The physical act of handwriting forces your brain to slow down and process the information differently than typing does. It engages deeper cognitive encoding. That's interpretation, right? Which is why putting something on paper creates a sense of mental closure. And a digital list often doesn't. Your brain registers it as handled in a way that a reminder on your phone simply doesn't. So when you write it down, you're not just organizing, you're releasing, right? You're telling your nervous system, I've got this. It's no longer your job to hold it. Now, look at your list. I want you to circle, or just pick or star, the 3 things that actually need your attention this week. Not everything, 3. The things that if you handled them, would quiet most of the noise. And that's it. Those 3 things become the priority of your week. Everything else stays on paper, which means it stays off of your nervous system. And notice how that feels. Even a little bit. That slight loosening. That small exhale. That's what life outside of survival mode feels like. Even for just a minute, you just felt it. When you do this regularly, even imperfectly, even in a messy, rushed version on the back of a grocery receipt while you're in the car line, something shifts. You stop waking up in the mornings feeling already behind. You stop laying awake at 11 p.m. like running a mental inventory, right? You stop snapping at your kids because your brain is already at capacity before they've even asked you for anything. And you start being able to hear your daughter when she's talking to you at dinner. You start being able to watch your son's soccer game without mentally packing tomorrow's lunches or worrying about work at the same time. Not because your life got quieter, but because your brain finally got some relief. Now, if what you just did felt helpful and you want a more structured version of it, something you can use week after week without having to reinvent it every time, I create a free template for exactly this. It's called my Beat Overwhelm Weekly Brain Dump. It's essentially what we just did together, but with a little bit more structure to help you not just dump everything out, but also identify where your real energy needs to go each week. The link is in the description. It takes about 3 minutes to use, and you don't need to be organized to use it. That's kind of the whole point. Here's what I want you to take away from this video today. And I mean really take away, not just nod and forget. That the productivity world has been telling you for years that the solution to overwhelm is more structure, better habits, a stronger system, more discipline, more willpower. And what we just did together was actually the opposite of that. And we didn't add anything. We released something, because the problem was never in your list that wasn't organized enough. The problem was that your nervous system was carrying that list, and no app, no planner, no color-coded calendar can reach your nervous system. But what you just did, that can. That shift from piling on more systems and structure to actually interrupting what's happening inside your body, that's the whole idea behind everything I teach here. And that is what we're going to keep building together. So here's the question I want to leave you with. You just did something that worked. You felt it, even a little. So why doesn't that feeling last? Why is it that you can have a really good morning, feel so calm and clear for a few hours, and then by 3 p.m., you're like right back in it? Same noise, same urgency, same mental spinning. And that's exactly what the next video is about, because it's not a willpower problem. It's not that you didn't do the reset right. There's a specific reason the relief doesn't stick, and once you understand it, everything changes. So watch it next, and I'll see you there.